Good morning. It's 8:35 on the 10th of May and we're off to Badminton. Let's see how it goes. Thank
At this level, internationally at Lexington and as well as Poe. Just on a little turn, and they run now along the avenue towards Badminton House.
Well, Oliver Townend gets in deep to the brush in the lake, but all good. They clear the final element and pick up the pace again away from the Mars Lake at 10. Short gallop now will bring them up towards the court pile at 11.
Chabert again takes the quick route this time at the Project Pony brush buckets, goes inside the gazebo, wastes no time at all there, and they're on to the edge of the lake for the Chatham Islet fence at 24. This is a big owl hole. Wet their feet and jump through that. And designed by Eric Winter and his team. Biker Victor. I say Biker Victor, Tim Price to complete. And they do so with just 19.6 time balance, 20 jumping. Defect score, 72.8.
Over the second of the Project Pony brush buckets in front of Badminton House. Joseph Murphy and Feline Fighting Spirit will head back to the top of the lake for the Chatham Islet at 24. As our latest starter heads towards fence 3. It is local rider Tom Rowland on course.
Well, next away for New Zealand, Janelle Price. Riding the Grape Syndicate's 14-year-old Grappanera.
Moving away from the city of Trinity or Sunken Road, Aces Bukowskis and Commander VG. Now make that climb across the footbridge and up the hill to the Mars Equestrian Sustainability Bay.
It's quite fun to go across the bridge. It's so much fun. I think maybe there's a ditch there.
There's a rider from China, Chan, just making a turn to the saddle staircase. The third visit to Badminton, British-based Chinese Olympic rider Alex completed in 2016. Last year, Chico, taking around this course was fourth in the event at this level at Poe.
Well, it's Bukowskis and Commander VG through the KBAS chasm over the Strides Cops rails at 13 as well. Start of a very intense part of this cross-country course, right in the back end of the course there. Well worth a visit.
Judge here then on the mark, pushing one of the black side of the brush bucket, Project Pony fence number 23. Comes inside the gazebo.
We're very pleased with the way things are going so far, Harry Mead. And Gemma Stevens already showing us that this time is achievable. Very fast going here at the cross-country course at Mars Badminton Horse Trials.
They were good though, they didn't come too consequence of sustainability made the right-hand edge easier, better and more comfortable approach to that edge in the middle there. Knees up over that and now up the further block. Clear to see. A little close to the long at.
At the double staircase underneath the bales there, down the 2 steps, 2 very neat strides and over the big table at the bottom of the hill there, just on 2 strides from the bottom step. Nicely done for Chiana and Sankara's girl, the 15-year-old mare, heads off down one of those avenues, a long run to the next combination for that pair. Down the hill now they go to the KBIS chasm at 15.
Meanwhile, we see Jeremiah leading through the travel staircase at fence 4, heading up the hill towards the Hudson Mountain parallel at 5. And we'll soon see, and we've just seen Babu Katajima go through the hunting zone at 26, on their way now towards the rough mound at 27.
A lovely big flyer over the Holland and Cooper corner for Laura de Karkamaya and Uni Darville. Another one takes direct route there over 17 and 18. Now the turn to the Lemieux Island at 19. Another 3-part combination. Over the first, second, and on 2 strides out over the third element. Very, very direct there for Laura de Karkamaya. In the top 10 in the world as she heads off around that right-hand turn to the pedigree kennel at 20.
Babu Katajima nicely clear on the front mount at 27 as they now make their way into the quarry, take their skinny to the bottom of the quarry out the far side. That's the Arguia corner, coming to the Arguia corner at 6 and 7. Towards the few corners. Good for the overhang. Does take the flag down. Second part of it, but we'll get it all to the Japanese better judgment confirmed with Jack Daniels and Jack Mantel, but it looks like it's okay. We're going to head off towards the well-known waterfall. Water for the very first time. It's always the most popular part of the course as he rides in front of all this hospitality boxes heading towards the Mars Lake at 9 and 10.
Second of those Aztecs Rushmans at 27. Serious question. Quarry at 28.
Next away will be Great British Dog.
In the Vicarage field, Tom McEwen and JL Dublin over that giant 3-metre Holland Cooper ditch corner at 18. lashes. Take the right-hand flag with them on the second of those brushes. And they'll move on up towards the pedigree kennel now at 20. 7 minutes into their cross-country race. Well, as we see, Tom McEwen and JL Dublin make their way towards the Horse Quest quarry. Lizzie Boff and Be Exclusive come down the Savile staircase and are making their approach to the Ardrea corners. Ardrea, the Swedish-owned leading horse insurer, going to have them partnering with the Badminton Horse Trials, of course, title sponsors for the European Eventing Championships, which take place on home soil this September at Blenheim Palace. Many of our riders here today will have their sights on a even position at the European Championships. Back up towards the
Right, Mum has got cross.
Just two fences from home at this stage. Great Britain's Emily King and Valmy Mia will be heading towards the pheasant log at this stage.
Combination still clear. Of 34. 14 years old.
Stop into the front of the tack, but he escapes with no trouble at all and heads off to the Wiltshire Brewers Brush at 22.
So Ireland Dinkelself with master points coming into the main arena now to jump the Marsden fence at 32 and complete in a time of 11:49, just 9 seconds over the optimum time. That's 3.6. Great round of jumping from master points.
Combination AB at 23, the brush buckets.
Susie Berry and Clever Trick through the Mars Lake. She went the very long way around there. The first I've seen do that here today. Clever Trick, the 13-year-old Irish four-horse mare, taking the longer route. So she now swings left-handed, goes down the long avenue to the Guide Dogs Court Trial at 11, on their way to the Ineos Grenadier Sunken Road at 12.
So sitting in the start gate is our next competitor. This is for Great Britain. This is Kate Rosser-Smith on this bay gelding called Dasset Select. This is a badminton debut and seeks a first 5-star completion after one. Well, she won it 2 years ago and she's certainly in contention now. And a lovely clear round there inside the time.
Susie Berry comes back over the Wiltshire Brewers Brush at 22, lining up the Project Pony brush buckets now at 23 first. And very smoothly late here to the Chatham Island at 24.
As he makes his way along the flat bit in Vicardsfield, heading off towards the Lemure Eyelashes at 19.
Elevate and Carpe Diem, it's Shelf number Siren Presto, base rider, clear of the Ardrey corners at 6 and 7.
Tom Bird and Cowling Hot Gossip over safely the Lemure Eyelashes at 19. As he makes his way now towards
At 11, one to the clean, hits the last fence and a big pat on the neck, a lovely jump over the last, the Mars end. He did pick up 20 penalties, jumping penalties earlier on in the round. He's got 30 time penalties, 20 jumping penalties, and he goes towards the show jumping with a score of 88.1.
Angelbird, Cowling Hog Gossip, safely through the Royston Equestrian Sunken Road, tag 21, as they now make their way along the Oak Avenue, heading towards the brush buckets at 23. Before that, of course, is the ruined brush at 22, and then they make their way towards the lake.
So 5 people in the
So we can see Tom Welfare Waterfall at 8.
Elevate and copy there, cat light through that KBIS chasm, really banging through that very, very strongly. Over 5 meters.
That's the lake. Going through the water, through that skinny on the far side. Remember what we can do that. Right hand back on itself, heading off towards the Vicarage Field.
Elevate and copy there, and the Lemure Eyelashes 19, 18, and gets it onto stride.
They are safely back out.
Well, behind them, Katie McGee and the Treewara. The Project Pony brush buckets in front of Badminton House. Indeed they are, and they've cleared those 2 vessels and moving back to the top end of the lake for the beautifully presented Chatham Rock Island at 24. Ineos, proud vehicle provider to the Mars Badminton Horse Trials, offering you all the opportunity to put their vehicles to the test at their 4x4 Grenadier driving experience. You can sign up on their stand by the scoreboard.
Okay, Finger Boy, nicely through the Canine gallop on with the new starter for Ireland, Patrick Whelan, the win by Coonland. In the ridge by Patrick, and they bring forward a pistol score of 34.4. They're over the first 2. The one on now just all went brush at 3 that's spent before the first combination. Saddle staircase, which comes on pretty fast.
Very much with Chad Cooley over the stride, Cup Trail at 13. There's the
Perfect so far, they must push on to the brush man.
make their way down towards the Jules upright gates. There's double of gates there at 29 and 30. Final combination on this track.
Imagine.
Missed flag up in Huntsman's Close, so that is reviewable as we suggested before. Now down, going great though at the moment over the first of the Jules gates at 29. Now off the left turn through the road. Here's Brick, jumps the second to escape beautifully and off towards the last couple of fences. Rubbing away, getting the most out of Cooley Road. They come towards the last couple of fences. Your overnight leader comes to the penultimate now. Lovely jump over the pheasant block and up into the second road. Up and over the rails, he has the big element there. And off the turn they go now. Steve Joner at the stride stop rails at the best turn.
Calmaro, David Murphy is clear of the key element at the rough bucket at 23. Now turn slightly left-handed towards the corner of the lake as they approach now the Chatham Island at 24. As they now begin to wind their way back towards home. So when Calmaro, David Murphy comes to the Chatham Island,
local rider Harry has already been inside the time once today when he is up towards Huntsman's Close, that's 26.
Lord Koenig and Samantha did have